Comedian Katt Williams dropped by clubshayshay to clarify certain things after some comedians have sat on Shanon Sharpe's couch and lied over and over. Katt came with the receipts and took shots at so many of our current famous contemporary comedians, one after the other, including their light-skinned wives. Katt took shots at Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry, Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley's, Michael Blackson, Chris Tucker, Faison Love. He also took shots at non-comedian celebrities like Diddy, TD Jakes, Ludacris. This is a summary of the 2 hour plus long interview. Welcome to another episode of Pop Culture. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you never miss any news in pop culture. Katt Williams calls Cedric the Entertainer a thief and talentless. Katt claims Cedric the Entertainer stole his material, and he had to add the name Entertainer to his name, but he does everything but. He can't dance, he can't sing, he can't write a joke. He sucks so much so that not even the streaming platform Tubi wants his specials. Katt called Steve Harvey a liar. He was never homeless. He was making $3,000 per show, 5 days a week, at least when he was touring with Mark Curry. Also, Steve lied when he said he was never interested in being a movie star. It's because he wasn't good and no one could cast him. He didn't fit any roles. So he reverted to hosting game shows and others. Katt even said Steve called the producers of Ocean 11 to get the role of Bernie Mac, who had suddenly died at that time. Wow. Katt also called Steve Harvey the ultimate thief. He stole the idea of his sitcom, The Steve Harvey Show, from Mark Curry, who has released his own series 4 years prior to.
Watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You have to have a range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore. The way I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you. This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey was never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man.
Katt also calls Kevin Hart a plant. He said that Kevin Hart is not funny. He's not a great comedian, but the people behind him made him get to the scale he's at this moment.
He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the last.
Katt drags Ricky Smiley's, and this was sad. Katt said of Ricky Smiley's that Ricky is a liar and that he lied to Shay Shay during his most recent sit-down with the former athlete. Katt clarifies how he got to play Money Mike in next Friday, a role Ricky Smiley's claims to have landed first. Katt even said that after Friday After Next, he made sure to put a clause in his contract that only allowed Ricky Smiley's to appear in films with him only if Ricky is wearing a dress. In 2008, First Sunday, Ricky Smiley's did play the role of Bernice Jenkins, and that is a fact. Katt said Ricky Smiley's a believable actor only when he's playing a female, just like Tyler Perry. Other than that, Ricky Smiley's sucks at acting. She.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
that he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor at playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Katt seems to have an issue with Faison Love. He said this of the comedian. He's not funny. He cannot act because he has no depth to his acting skills. He can only play himself. Katt claims he was blackballed because he knew too much about people and he wouldn't do certain things. The Harvey Weinstein shenanigans were happening way before it was unveiled to the public. And he'd been known about it. But when he started to talk about it, he became the problem.
They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it, only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about.
Katt did confirm Diddy like playing with butts. You have to tell him no. Katt also addressed T.D. Jakes. He's not surprised about the rumors. Wow. The fact that Katt mentioned T.D. Jakes with Diddy, it confirms there are some truth to the recent rumors swirling around the bishop.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Katt thanks Megan Good for saving Jonathan Majors.
And you were telling
Hey, you saw that black woman come get his charge cut in half? Thank you, Megan Good. God bless you, coming to save that slave. If he'd had to be there by himself, he was getting awful. Guilty.
Katt said Ludacris is in the Illuminati. He accepted the Illuminati's advances, and it made him $200 million.
So there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people? Yes. It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give?
200. Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
And Katt calls Chris Tucker Epstein Chris Tucker. What? And we did dig. We digged to find out why Katt will call Chris Tucker Epstein Chris Tucker. And this is why.
You knew Jeffrey Epstein, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. We flew Bill Clinton and a lot of different. That was a humanitarian trip to Africa, And I met him on that trip because it was his plane. I didn't know who plane we was getting on, but it was a whole bunch of dignitary people. We was with a delegation, and yeah, I met him, and you know, you don't know people what they do in their private lives, so yeah.
But tell me this, Chris. He was on this private plane, and you can tell that it was a private plane because they called it, what is it, Lolita Express?
Oh yeah, it was a private plane. Yes. Oh yes.
But wait a minute. You didn't never go to that island, did
No.
you?
I don't know where that thing at. No. I don't. Hey, we was going to Africa to save lives.
Katt Williams came with so much smoke, Shannon was afraid he was going to lose his show. To which Katt said, "You don't have to worry, Oprah's coming next." This is funny. This is a summary, but this summary does not do the actual interview justice. Go watch the actual interview. We put the link in the description. Thank us later. Shout out to Club Shay Shay and the team. This one was a banger. Probably your best one yet, and the views don't lie. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.